Well, wrestling has taken a wild turn. We are getting fed the next few weeks with a lot of pay per views and special events. So let's get started on this special events to this Good Friday, um, April 3rd, 2026, episode 390 of the D-Lo Show. We're going to go with 390 just to be safe. We have a lot going, fellas. I know it's been a little over a week. Some things have gone a little awry in personal game. It's so weird trying to find a job now, but we're gonna keep going until the time gets to zero. Anyway, we got some wrestling to catch up on. It's been a little bit of a minute, but we have a pay-per-view tomorrow from NXT's land. It's their big old stand and deliver. And it's not on WrestleMania weekend. I find it a little odd, but they're going to be in St. Louis. So you can find Ye in St. Louis, where they're going to play Rays all day. But they got a surprise for you. Sexy Red is coming to freaking play. Yes, Sexy Red will return to NXT. And that song, he wanna hang with a bad bitch, he wanna hang with a bad bitch, is the reason why she is hosting. Because there are a lot of people that have been posting Shawn Michaels dancing to that song, Sexy Red. He got wind of that. It's, oh my, this song is a banger. And he started dancing to that shit. And I was like, cool. That's nice for him. And he was like, I love this song so much, Sexy. I want you to host Stand and Live in your hometown of St. Louis. And he was lit. I was like, you know what, Sean? Hey, you feel me? We're missing a lot of brothers and sisters in there, so you gotta get some color on the show. So I guess that's why that was a consolation prize. Anyway, for the surprise, she's gonna be hosting and all that stuff, which I guess have fun with that, sweetheart. Maybe her and Lola can have a twerk off again. So, and maybe add Tatum or whatever, Blake, whatever the fuck. Maybe we can have that. Maybe we can have a twerk contest on the pay per view. We'll see. Either way, we got 7 matches on the card. We got a pre-show and 6 others. Let's get into it. All right, so they was in New York last time for Roadblock. This is the go home to build a show. And this pre-show match kind of took place on there. So we have the Birthright. They're in the finals against the Americanos, and they lost. I know, I just went preview that. With the Birthright, they have Lexus King, Channing Sex, Lorenzo, Charlie Dempsey, Uriah Connors, and Ariana Grace. They're going to be in a 10-man mixed tag match against Hank and Tank, Shiloh Hill, Eli Knight, or now they changed his name to EK Prosper. They could have played all the Eli Knight, but whatever. And Ren Sinclair was the speed champion, so cool. So they're gonna go at it in 10-person mixed tag. I'm leaning towards the heels in this one because they are established group together and they want to get them a W or get them some momentum and get them in the next year high gear in wrestling version. So I'm gonna go with the heels. Shiloh's like, you know what? Hank and Tank and Eli, they were all down that they can't go to Stand and Living. And Shiloh's like, you know what? I got an idea. Let's go get you and you Ren too, and we go take on the Birthright. So at least he's a charitable man. At least he's charitable. You want to get on the big show? There you go. You gotta do some tag work. So we're going with the heels. Lexus, Stacks, Dempsey, Connors, and Grace. And thinking this Stacks is in the family, or kind of married in the family. You know, he's finding a new family after leaving his own family. There you go. Next, we have the Vanity Project. Brad Bailey and Ricky Smokes. They call themselves Swipe Right 2, cool. And they defend the tag titles against Los Americanos, Bravo and Dorado Americano. And El Grande will be there too. Are we going to have the Mass vs. Mass match? Because the Americanos, they get cheered everywhere except Raw. I find that very funny. I was watching AAA and they was getting cheered on over there. So can they really keep this going? Or can we get this to the Summerfest? I feel this might end in the Summerfest. If something goes um what's to say? If something can go good, I think they'll ride the train as far as they can until they can't ride a train no more. And I feel they're gonna ride this train until the people are like, all right, I'm tired of seeing these mass fuckers. Who the hell are these people? I think that's the point where it will go away. Once people are like, all right, I'm tired of seeing these fucking mass fuckers. Who are you guys? Because we haven't seen Chad in a long time. Chad Gable, I know he had a shoulder issue, and I was like, man, that sucks for him. I hope he's all right, but he hasn't come back yet. We haven't seen Ludwig in damn near 2 years. I wonder where hasn't he been since Gunther? He's been doing this killing career type of shit. He hasn't been around. I'm like, well, Ludwig could be right here, like, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you the ring general, who's a career killer. Gunther and his freaking European excellence. I'm surprised he ain't been around. He could be the hype man for this, man. Maybe it could get him more over. I don't know. I kind of miss their dynamic as a duo. They fit well together. I'm saying man because they're in that Russian, Austrian, German area contingent. I got Germans over there. I can't be disrespectful. Well, I kind of miss their dynamic a little bit, low key. I kind of miss their dynamic, and damn, what the fuck happened to Giovanni Vinci? That man has basically fell off the face of wrestling because we haven't seen that man since he got released. I hope he's all right, but damn, he might went that to Italy and to go get some pasta, become a pasta maker or something. I don't know. Either way. And where Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne? God damn. I know Tyler. The only thing I'm hearing about Tyler Bate is that he got Saul Ruger, but where the fuck he been? He's been MIA. You open that you up surfing waves instead of surfing for the wrestling ring. And then Tyler and then Pete, I know he got family in the UK. He probably kicking it down. I hope everything in their family ain't bad. But whatever. The Vanity Prize is gonna win. Regardless, they're building them up. They see young bulls. They gonna try to get a little size of them. Yeah, they're all right. They can be. They're doing their jobs at Hills because I already like them. So we'll give them that mark. But we'll go with the Vanity Project's white to maintain their tag titles. But for real, where are those people at? They should be calling themselves the Caterer Squad. Cause damn. Or Visa Squad, because where are their visas? So especially with the three ladders, except because no Chad is American. Anyway, next we have Miles Bourne defending NXT North America champion versus Johnny Gargano. Wait a damn minute. Oh, remember this. So there was a gauntlet type of match that what's the face NXT had, and it's between Shiloh Hill, who was doing most of the work. He started against Jackson Drake, and he eliminated him. He eliminated Dion Lex thanks to help of OTM. Shout out to them. Charlie Dess, who got taken down, and they took the anger out. The birthright was out there, and they took the anger out on Shiloh for doing what he did. They beat his ass. And they did their finishers, one of the finishers. I can't forget which one. I don't know, but Johnny, he was still down bad. Candice LeRae I don't know how she got him there, but she got him in there and brought him to the ring. But he got knocked down. Was still out for most of the match. And I said, damn, he's still down bad. Can he get himself out this funk? So after the birthright took their anger out on Shiloh Hill and put him back in the ring, Candice, she's like, Johnny, take advantage. And Johnny's like, I'm still a sad zombie where Champ was not around. I'm in my emo face. And Candice said, screw it. Pushes him on top of top of the shallow, and the ref counts to 3, and he wins. I'm like, oh, well there. Well there. Well good. For Johnny. At least they're keeping up with this storyline. Because I wonder if he was going back to the old Johnny Gargano. He's going back to the old Gargano like getting NXT. Oh boy. But they're keeping up with it, which I kind of like. All right, you got to keep his down bad spell. So appreciate you, Candace, for at least trying to help your husband out. Good for you on that. And then Miles Bourne, on the interview they had on this Tuesday, he had it with Vic. It was Vic. He said, yo, I want to see the best version of Johnny Gargano. Johnny Pay-Per-View, what the fuck? Johnny Takeover, that's what it was called. And Johnny interrupted and said, you don't want to see that version of Johnny wrestling. Because I used to be Johnny Takeover before they changed it to whatever they changed it to now. I used to be the main standard of Takeover. You don't want that version. Because if I find that version, I'm taking that North American Championship. Oh my God, that was scary accurate. So, good luck, Miles. You brought. What's with all these baby faces wanting to bring the best version? Just take the version that you got right now and get the fucking pin. Why the dirty baby faces? You know, be a little grimy. They don't gotta be polished and pristine. It could be a little raunchy. You know, just say like, Johnny, you better bring your A game, son, because I'm ready to bring. I'm all ears, Jack. He gotta use that. I'm all ears, Jack. And someone so they listen up quick, Miles. I'm like, I'm all ears, Jack. Or I'm all like, so he gotta use that joke. Someone gotta say, you better listen up, Miles. I was like, I'm all ears, kid. If someone says that, that'd be a good ass fucking joke. Someone gotta use that line. So use that line and now pop heavy. If someone uses, you better use your ears. I'm all ears, Miles. If you use that joke, you'll be in my top 10 for NXT guys. Anyway, we'll go with Miles to retain. Johnny's gonna put on a good effort. He's gonna put on some kind of effort. I hope he's not as down bad at the pay-per-view as he will be at the goddamn as he was the last time we saw him wrestling. So we'll see how that goes. So good luck, Miles. You got your work cut out for you. Next, we have a three-way dance for the NXT Women's title. We had a no contenders match between Lola Vice and Kendall Gray, my Latina Heat. And Kendall's growing on me nicely, so that was a really good match. I really was getting into it. But Lola had a thick armbar or something locked in, and Kendall countered that with a Northern Lights suplex, and the ref was counting 1 or 2, but on the other side, she was tapping, and then the 3 sound happened, and ding, 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 Kendall won, right? No. The other official, Butler, he came out there because the Fatal Influence was being nosy, and there was like, and I don't know why he's out of it. He came out there too, but they was like, what the hell? He was like, no, whoa, that ain't it, Chief. She was tapping out to another back end. You ain't see it because you was looking at the pin. I was like, what you mean? I'm the ref. Like, no, I'm the lead ref now. What you mean? I'll power over you. She was tapping out just as she was counting 1, 2, 3. And I was like, we're all confused. Like, what the hell's happening? We're all looking over like, what the fuck? So SGK come out. I wish he had power walk like Vince. Like, God damn it! And just straight power walk down, try to slide in and dispute this mess. But mine went off. But either way, it got fixed, and it will be now a 3-way dance for JC Jane as she defended the women's title against Lola Vice and Kendall Gray. Oh boy, you got 3 different kind of athletes: MMA, pro wrestling, and some besties. I'll say that. I was gonna say, I forget what I was gonna say. And a fatal influence. Let's say that. There you go. So, Keith ain't gonna like this, but I'm going with Kendall Gray. I want Lola to go up to the main roster at this point because you're going to tease her and tease her and tease her. But damn it, kid, you're not gonna give her the belt. So you might as well bring her up to the main roster. Put on SmackDown. The SmackDown division needs ladies. The Raw don't need no. The SmackDown division does. We need ladies imperatively, indubitably, immediately, just as this match. This might be a last match for NXT. She can go to the main roster. You can kick it with Damian Priest. I know y'all together. Anyway, go there. Damn it. So Kendall, JC and Fallon can start their little more breakup. Kendall Gray can win the title and do her thing and probably build something with her and Ren down the line, whatever the case. Have them be on the matching titles type of thing. I don't care. But yeah, do that. So Kendall Gray is my winner for this one. And we can solve more issues with Lola going to the main roster. Because we need bodies on that women's divisional SmackDown because it's looking barren. I mean, you got Julia, you got Tiffy, still no EST. Naomi's still out of commission. She's pregnant, but she on Raw. They had to bring Rio from Raw to give Jade something to do for SmackDown ladies. Because they put Shaw in the tag division for some fucking reason still. Anyway, but Kendall for the win, get the title, and have fun with that. There you go. All right, we still got more women's matches. We have a grudge match between Soulwook and Zarya. After months, and a year of them looking like it was not cool, but they are cool. We're not cool, then we are cool. Zarya snapped and said, F this no more. I can't stand this bitch no more. Grr! And attack her when she had a title match. Soul felt like we were best of friends. And Zarya felt I had to sit in your shadow to stand in. And I had to watch you be successful and all this nice stuff while I had to sit in the background. That type of thing. So sounds like an angry path for you, Miss Zarya. I mean, might go her for the win. She kind of needs this. Because she came in, I didn't really know much about it, but she came in with the hype. She came at the same time as Stephanie Vac and Julia. Now I know Stephanie, I know from the Mercedes match, and I heard of Julia a few times. But I didn't really hear Zarya like that, and I saw that, all right, she gonna F5, just like Brock. I'm like, so they found a replacement for Brock's finisher with her. But then I thought, I'm like, we don't know much about her outside her being Australian, mate. We gotta give her something to do, and they gave her a lot to do with Soul, and I guess she's tired of being behind the Soul. She wants to snatch her Soul by kicking her out, kicking her ass or something. So, I'm gonna go with Arya. I'm gonna go with Arya for win. She needs this. It's very needed for her. Like this is a must for her. Like, if she don't really win this, she's done, Jack. So we're gonna go with Zarya for the win. Because she needs this way more. Like way more. It's kind of fucking like way more. Yeah. Okay, that was random. Anyway, yeah. So we'll go with Zarya for that win. Just got red notification. Oof. This next one match right here for the NXT Women's North American Championship has me in a bind that I have not been in for so long. We got the champion, Tatum Paxley, who had her title stolen from my Milk of Magnesia, Blake Monroe. Damn, I love Tatum. She right there. She's on the 6-1 work of my top 5. But she can be in the top 5 regardless. But borderline. But either way. So Blake, she was having fashion shows and doing bubble baths with the title. She posted stuff you heard with the belt. Charlotte found it, and she rolled to the hotel, and she grabbed her by her head and said, I want that belt next week, you little witch. like, you unhand me, you scoundrel witch. So they meet in NXT on Roadblock this Tuesday, and she tries to get nicely, but gives her an opportunity. Tatum gives Blake an opportunity to win the title back by having a match. Now, even though she didn't leave with the title, we got a fight in our hands for Saturday, and I am torn between the two. Good grief. Do I go with the Goth champion, my Goth princess, or do I go with my Milk of Magnesia? I'm torn. I was like, wait, I was like at 6'7", like that. Which one I go to? It was like, which one I go? Left, right, center. I'm gonna go with Tatum. Have her retain. We need to have her title reign for like at least a little minute. The last one ain't even last a month, which is the NXT Championship, which is cute and all. But I'm like, damn, let her get a little more burn. So keep the North American title for a little minute, and there's more ladies in that division you can work with, and maybe you can drop them Miss Parker. So yeah. So we'll go with Tatum. Sorry, Blair, you'll be okay. And the main event for the NXT Championship, we have a fatal forward. We believe in Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, Ego, Ethan Page, and Tony D'Angelo for the family, for the Don and all them boys. So you have two former champions, Ricky and Ethan, trying to be two-timers. We had Hendry, who is the current champion. Tony D. This is first time opportunity in like years. Like years. It felt like years. I know you probably had one against Over, but I vividly barely remember that. Because I remember he's doing his family shit. So, I'm leaning towards Hendry retaining, but I have a feeling Tony D is going to get this one. I'm between those two. I think Ego and Saints, they're going to fight each other too much to the point where they get distracted and all that. But that distraction will cost them, and it'll help either Hendry or D'Angelo. I'm leaning on Hendry more. I'm leaning towards Hendry. I'm more 70-30 Hendry over D'Angelo. But I'm going to go with Hendry for the retaining. Okay, so we're going to go with that. So yeah, we'll go with that way, and oh, what the fuck? There we go. I was like, what the hell am I at? Other things I had on the show, Elio LaFleur, he let go of his speed title because he got banked last week with him and Eli Knight, and they got injured, and his injury was a lot worse than Eli's. Sucks for him, but c'est la vie, kid. You'll be all right. But he was in the sling and everything, so he'll be okay. But bad luck for him, Jack. And bad time for you to get injured right now because you was on the way to get a title shot or opportunity or something like that. But now you can't anymore. So good luck with that, Chief. But you be okay. I had to make one more sub. Damn pod. Let's go. We'll say with wrestling because AEW, they got their pay-per-view coming up, Dynasty, and it builds look a little all over the place, but we'll figure out how it is the pace. So Mina is she fought for the title last week against Thekla, and it's a decent match. With Thekla, it looks like she's gonna have a new challenger. I say that first because Jamie Hayter called her out in the last collision I watched for the women's title. She wants it back. I'm like, you just had Tasha against Chris, but I guess. But she got the win against the Sister Sin. It was a trios match. It was goddamn. It was Mina and the Brawling Birds versus the Triangle of Madness, and Jamie pinned Julia to get the win for the team. And don't ever try a 6-woman suplex again when you already had one early in the night. And that the one good thing it was in picture in picture when they started, and when they pulled the full picture, I did not want to see that picture because that picture was looked like damn near they DDT'd all three of them. I was like, ugh. I was like, my head and my neck. I was like, good, don't hurt yourselves, ladies. Good grief. But yeah, so we got that going. And meaning with straight hair, good grief. Yeah, we need that more. Uh let's go more in we'll stay in the women's division because we have finally returned. I'm gonna switch to Collision. Um Willow had an open challenge for the TBS title. And who answered the challenge? Holy Sheeta. Hikaru Sheeta's back. We ain't seen that bit in a year and some shit, 6 months, about that. Something like that. But it's been a minute we seen Sheeta. So it's wild. So like, hey, Sheeta's back. Good job. Hey. Nice. Still looking nice. Then they went after the TS title. And Willow, one of the most dangerous moves of all the wrestling, the small package, rolled her up nice and tight and got the retain. And for a second, when Willow was doing her, yeah, so against the roast, I was had it too, like, yeah, good job, Willow. But I was like, oh, Willow, oh shit, because she looked like she was ready to be like freaking Vlad Guerrero Jr. and smack with the candlestick. But she held her temperament and then swing. She went in the corner, did a little mutual respect. Good game and all that stuff. But when she walked away, she smacked that Kendall on the mat a few times. I was like, damn. I was like, Willow, you better keep your head on the swivel, shawty, because she coming with ruthless aggression. So you better keep your eyes and your eyes peeled and your hair squared up, because she ready to square up with you, shawty. So just letting you know that. Be safe. So anyway, so I was just gonna say that. And if she does hit you with a candlestick, have a candlestick on a pole match, bro. I swear to God. Have a candlestick on a pole match, bro. Just do that. Just do it. Just do it. Bro, just do it. So have fun with that. Anyway, we'll stay with the women for a little minute. The last women's thing I'll talk about is Megan Bain and Alina Cross. Divine Dominion, I guess, but who in the hell are going to beat these two big broads? Good grief! And next time they have a match, I will be the referee. Willingly be the referee. Please, I will be the referee. I will be the ref. I will be there, and I will be there in between putting their hands up for the victory, and they can keep the belts for as long as they God is so God please. Penelope. And when Penelope gets back, she can be their manager. And they can go like a 4-year title reign like Athena is right now. They can keep the belt forever. I don't care. They beat the piss out of Chris Tara and Ava Lawless. And Chris Tara got a little thing. I was watching her a little bit. I was like, okay, she's not bad. She's doing Janet stuff. Cool. And Ava Lawless got a little something right there. So yeah, just keep the belts. They can do whatever they want. Throw some juju out there and just don't run the damn housing or something like that. Anyway, I think that's it for the ladies because there's no make call women's fuse, but whatever. Anyway, the biggest thing that happened this week in AEW, Y2J is back, baby. Oh, it's not April Fool's joke. It was the day before. It was not April Fool's joke. It wasn't April Fool's Day. I just really thought about that. No, he is back. And that's how you know he's back. He's in Winnipeg, you idiot. I was like, wait a minute, I was like, why is he back? I was in my head, why is he back? People say he's going at the WWE for so much. And now I think about, oh, they're in Winnipeg. Thank you, Chris, for reminding you from there. And he got a big, nice warm ovation. The Pete was there. It started the shows before the contract signing. He made sure to get his spotlight. I'm back, baby! Welcome to Dynamite is Jericho! Hello, Winnipeg! So I'm surprised he had that segment. I'm surprised he had a segment saying doing that. You know, but Jericho's back. A lot of people want to. I thought he was gonna be in the crate. I ain't think that. I thought it was gonna be a dinosaur. I was quarter right because it started with a D, but we got Danhausen. But you know, it's what it is. Anyway, but yeah, he's back. So cool. Y'all can maybe he can form the learning tree or something like that. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. Do some old man shit. Maybe this is a retirement tour. Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, MJF and Kenny signed a contract, and Maxwell got some new hair because that hairline ain't coming over the top. He ain't got the widow's peak. He got a new hairline and shit. And Kenny noticed that too. I was like, I'm glad you noticed that too. You got some new hair plugs or something like that. And Maxwell said, "You are on borrowed time, Kenny. Because of that stomach right there, you are losing time. And you want to do all this before you retire, all this real stuff, and tries to get Kane to pop him in the face. He flips the table over, and he's like, do it right in the face, do it, I dare you. And I don't know if Speedball comes in and puts himself in front of Kenny. Said, chill, Kenny. Don't do it. You don't gotta waste your breath or your muscle on this bitter young man or whatever." And he gave him a freaking. He said, "You ain't got. I may have lost 24 inches of my stomach, but I still got more balls than you." And I said, "Ooh, he just showed you out, man. So what you gonna say about that?" He said, "You know what, Speedball, you want me? You got me tonight, bomb." Or something. Okay, yeah, he said something like that. Yeah, whatever. But you got me tonight in the main event. So good luck for Speedball. You gotta deal with an American hero. And we're in Canada, damn it, so it makes sense because he's Canadian too. I just realized that. He is Canadian. So we have a Canadian versus American showdown. We can show these Canadians that we still run this shit. Doesn't matter what sport it is. Hockey, basketball, soccer, hockey, whatever. All wrestling. So show him right now, American hero, Mr. Friedman. Big Jew. Big Hebrew, as he called himself. All right, I was wondering why Kane's in his gear, but he has a 6-man tag match against with Brody King and Jungle Perry against the Demand, Ricochet, Leola, and Bishop Khan. So it's first time I see Ricochet since he lost the title, and he went off on a lot of people, especially one of the MS. And cool. At least he apologized to I did see he apologized to the person he did it to, so at least he did that. I know he doubled down, but at least he did that. Now, he ain't got to apologize to other motherfuckers. If you apologize to him, to the person, and they're like, cool, it's whatever. Yeah, it's whatever to me. Either way, this looked long as hell. I was like, God damn, man. This was long as hell. I thought, well, we're just watching this damn thing. But they had the better 6-man spot with the suplexes. You feel me? But, you know, is what it is. The Bayface win after Kenny does his one-winged angel to Ricochet and pin his ass. And yeah, so Ricochet is not going to be liking that either. So he's down bad even more. Oh, why was Rapani Vice in FTR's locker room? I don't know why. Why was Trent Beretta and Rock Romero in the locker room? Were you waiting for them out the shower or something? You're supposed to be their protection. If they were your protection, FTR, I need a refund because those are the wrong people I'll have as my protection. Why didn't you get Lance Archer or Mark Davis? They some big bulls. Hell, you could have brought Brian Cage ahead to sell because he quarterbacks the whole thing with the hand signature. You could have had 3 or 4 of them fuckers. You could have had, I don't know about Kyle. Maybe Takashia could have done something, but whatever. I don't know. But they got their ass beat with the chairs for being in the way. And why Christian try to get Renee? He's about to hit Renee with the chair. How is he about to do that? You evil man. Goddamn. So, and then one more for the road. Boom! Right in the gut. Oh my god. Pac versus Osprey. This confused the hell out of me. Pac, he was the first injured. All right, he's Jack Fizzle. He's looking like $1,000, looking like 100,000, looking good, and all that stuff. All right, he's built, and he's waiting the ring. So I'm like, all right. And then the Wells doing his interest, and he's taking a long time to sit there and let the beat drop. I'm like, man, you a little too early in this beat. But out of nowhere, you see Pac come in and stomp the back of his head. I said, damn. Beat a few punches in there, and then hit with a brain buster on the man's head. I said, damn. No, that had to hurt. He said, oh, my neck, bro. Oh, my neck. And if Chain's try to take him, let's go to the back. I mean, we can we can do more analysis in the back. So like, damn, he's in the back, coach. And he's like, no, bro, we're not going to go like that. I want to stay and fight. And they stay and fight. He's getting his ass beat in the first part. Then he went to commercial, picture. Then they came back from picture. And Osprey was on the attack on the comeback. And it didn't go all the way to the end because the heels, the rest of the white tees come in, they bank the soul out of him, and they put the chair on his neck again. And he ordered Carl to do it, but he said, I don't know. We're not going to do it again this time. We just want to send you a warning that this could happen again and again and again, because there's 6 of us and only one of you. And I was thinking in my head, we can have a 10-man tag or 12-person tag, because they get probably, that's what I say, you can get possibly, you get Osprey, you can get the Trios champs. Who want to pay? Maybe get Harley. Baby Harley for the lady, because, Marina got fired Chica. Who's the last they can probably get? Fucking one of the Rascals. And, yeah, one of the Rascals. And then you can have the white teeth. You have a big old 12-person mixed tag match, whatever, McJig. You can do that. Yeah, you can do that. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, he's still fighting. Yeah, they bang. Yeah, but yeah, they made sure like we could do this to you again. We could do it again. It doesn't matter what you say. So you got that. We talk about the ladies already. I don't know why I did the ladies, but either way, at least Mina got to win on television. So they eat the pin. Well, get the pin. So Darby comes out. He wants MJF. He's pleading Kenny to beat him. If he can't do it, Kenny, you go get him. And the Don Callis family appears, and all their fits are crazy. Andrade dressed like he went to Butler school. He's dressing like he's Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, Lance Archer looked like he dressed in his midlife crisis. He got Adesanya like some casuals, and I forget. I think our clone was dressed like he's about to go hoop or something. Like he just got back from a hoop session or something. I was like, all of this is crazy. He got Don a suit. I'm like, all this shit is all weird. It's like, go get him, boys. You are not going to win. You are going to lose, just like Kenny Omega's going to lose. Like, get him, boys. So, like, Darby, good thing he got a skateboard. He fights off the family. Then Brody King and Jack Perry come back out again, and they all fucking, and they save him. Because I'm thinking, so wait a minute, why are they saving him? Because I know him and Brody, they've had a lot of brawls and OMG moments. And then and then Darby tried to set Jack Perry on fire. Literally set him on fire. I don't know how you gonna be with this dude. Brody, I was a little on the saver because I know he put him in a casket too. He did put him in a casket. So that too. So I was surprised they even come back, but there's only one thing that can bring together people. Hayden and Don Callis. Yes, it can. Hayden and Don Callis can bring people together. Yes, it can. All right. And in the main event, we talked about that. MJF versus Speedball. USA versus Canada again. And we Americans are better. You had the other Canadian, Kenny Omega, watching ringside. On commentary. Cool little match. You know, I'm trying to think about Mike Speedball Bailey. You know what? He needs. I know he goes. I know he calls by he, they, them, or yeah, they, them. I still don't understand what that means. I still, even when I was working at one place, there's a dude there that wanted to go by the same thing, they, them. And me and my co was kind of confused by that at first. It's like, wait, who's they? They. And they pointed to where the dude was at doing his thing. I was like, oh. So it's still I know it's because they don't want to do the labels thing, which I can kind of get. It's just a little different because when you hear they, you're thinking about somebody that's not in the room or a group. And hearing that out loud and talking about somebody they, unless you're not pointing at them, it's kind of very open vague. It's very open and vague. It's a little, it's different. It's very different because when we grew up in conjunction junction, we're thinking about the function. And the function of they or them is talking about they, like a group, a setting, or an environment, a standard, or whatever you're trying to portray or try to explain about. Like the rules. They said the rules say don't throw the football over here. Other rules saying that who said it? Them, the folks over there. You know, it's very very complex, but they like that. They like that. But you know what? He needs to tap into that freaking karate shit here because I see he's a black belt and he got some judo skills. So I'm thinking to myself, why not be? He needs to get if you want. Cause a lot of people is like, can he be world champion? I'm like, he need to get a good established gimmick. I know he got the feet thing. He got the feet thing. He got the mullet. And he got the kicking abilities. He needs something else that gets him that oof over the top. And I think him being a karate Mr. Miyagi type can get him there. He'd be like a teacher, mild mannered, and then someone ain't doing something right. He slapped the taste out their mouth and freaking tells them to get it freaking right. Or he snaps at them, whatever case. And Kevin Knight can be like, what the heck? I didn't know you had to see you. Or Mystico, one or two. Well, Knight, because he got a face. Mystico be like, what? He like, what? But yeah, but he can do that. That can be something where he can tap into, be more of a karate hi-ya type of shit. So if you do that hi-ya and try to teach other folks, maybe he can get something for him. We'll see. But he does a lot of moves and stuff. So that's why people are like, oh, he be world champion. Like, well, he's got to separate himself from the pack coach because a lot of moves. And I hope the one finish is the one where he spin kicks like a lot. He has a lot of spin kicks, so you don't know which one is finished or not. Regardless, he can get some opportunity if he can get some opportunities. He's got to win. Damn, it's a lot. Oh, Virginia. Anyway, MJF won because America's better. Be serious. We sweep you in everything this year, please. How the last 2 years? Get out here in the basketball. We got you in football. Well, football will probably beat you there too, because then I know the World Cup is coming up soon. We gotta do all that. I know our country ain't like it used to be, but we can still do our thing in soccer. I know we don't do well in soccer like that, but we can still get the job done. So, mate, yeah, do that. Cool. Making waves over there. So yeah, Edge wins. He beats him up a little bit. Kenny chases him away, gets him away, and that's how the show ends. It was okay episode of Dynamite. They're heading up on the road to Dynasty. Thanks for the plug. We're gonna get you there. Collision start with Mox and Bowens. Mox wins, of course. Sorry, Bowens. Sorry. I don't know if you're gonna be joining the ops because of this, because the ops was even with you. If the ops was there with you, I think you could have got the job done. But no, you was so well. I know you can't do. Oh yeah, I just realized you can't fuck it. It was eliminated match. You can't really do have people with you while you have your eliminated match. But you didn't get the job done, so you're not get it done. Well, we're gonna get some shout outs to that. We already talked about the ladies. Bannon Cross beat the piss out of the ladies. Willow came back with Sheeta. FTR. This is the one that aggravated the most out of this entire show. So FTR, they had a jobber match too. It was FTR versus Mo Jabari and Lightning London, or London Lightning, whatever for it. So unlike a lot of job matches, they got some offense in. Okay, they even tag each other in a couple times. It was okay. And it was a double down. And Fake Cash was down and Dax was down. And the brother tagged in the other dude. So I was like, okay. I'm thinking they might do an upset. Something might happen. But he's like, oh my God, they're both down. And I'm on television. And he's looking around the crowd. He's hyping them up. I'm like, what are you doing? Take advantage of this. They're down. Cover him, damn it. What are you doing? He was just lollygagging, just la 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 la. I'm on TV. Hey, family, what's up? Just hopping around, jumping. I'm thinking, what are you doing? Cover him, damn it. He is out incapacitated. Cover this man. What are you doing? So he finally takes the 2 minutes and gets him back and covers him. He kicks out at one. Shatter Machine, 1, 2, 3. FTR wins. Never bring that motherfucker ever again. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I'm sorry, brother, you had to be a part of this, but get him out of here. I don't even care which one it is, because either one was Mo Jabari or the other was London Lightning. Either one, they can lightning their asses out of there. The brother can stay. If he's lightning, the brother's lightning, then he can stay. If the brother ain't Mo Jabari, if the brother is Mo Jabari, then London Lightning can light his ass out of here and take his ass back to London. See, you are the worst jobber I've ever seen in life. I'm not talking about how you took the moves. You didn't take advantage of being the upset of the century. You ain't want to be in the upset of the century. You want to show off on television like, hey, mom and dad, on my, television. Like, no, you could have got the win over the tag champs. But no, I don't want to do that. I want to play around and do some good stuff. I want to get some television time. Man, you ain't trying to win nothing. Man, get out of here. I even wrote dumbass shit. Dumbass shit. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Juice Robinson versus Tommaso Ciampa. Niggas and Jackson Ciampa. First of all, check that man's jaw, because good grief, he kneed him twice in the face, and I think a couple toothpicks flew out. So you might need a dental plan for that, Jack. So yeah, we'll do that. Like I said, Darby, Jack, and Brody gonna work together. So well, how about that? But cool. The Wrestlers versus Andrade and Mark Davis. And the Wrestlers came in. I was thinking, where's the other dude, Myron Reed? He has not wrestled yet. He has not wrestled yet. I don't think he's wrestled Probably maybe, and if he has, maybe once in a trio match. But I don't even remember that. If that even happened. So I'm wondering, where is he at? Why is he wrestling? Anyway, Andrade found new little another sweet little tenderoni on the white side, on the outside. So I was like, okay, okay. We're like, they got a little selfie. Okay, he ain't put the number in. He's like, no, I don't want the snow. I don't want to go where that's Latino the parties. But Andrade and Martinez got the win, and they do well for the Okada. I almost said Takashita. And I'm glad Andrade peeped the shade that Okada was throwing on Takashita. I'm like, damn, why you taking a stick on Takashita? No, like, why you keep throwing shots at bro? Like, damn, bro, man, yeah, let him be in Japan doing Takashita shit. He probably with Yuka Sakazaki or something, motherfucker. Whatever. He probably doing his own thing. Let him do his own thing. Anyway, stop being a hater, Okada. That's why he's banning you. Anyway, he ain't done that to fight. He ain't defend that title in fucking months. He ain't defend that title since fucking last summer, man. I remember him and Kenny had the unification match, but ever since he ununified the title's been ununified. He hadn't defended that since. So, bro, somebody had to go out for the international championship. And just as I said that, Myrie shows up and saved his boys from getting banked even worse. Thank God. I was wondering where you was at, huh? Maybe he's on a rap video. I seen that though. So the 808s was too heavy for you. So you need to tone that down a little bit for my liking. But I mean, it was okay. It was okay. It was just nah. I've heard worse. Anyway, the White Tea Combat Club calling you to take on the Dogs, minus Gabriel Kidd. They had David Finley, and Clark Connors, who in a weird way reminds me of Dolph Ziggler. I don't know why. He reminds me of Dolph Ziggler. I don't know why I get the Dolph Ziggler vibes. It's maybe because of their hair and the ponytail, and it's like, yo, why the fuck you like Dolph? He look like Ziggler. And then they took on a team of Kevin Knight, Mystic Cole, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong. No, I've always realized now. I just haven't realizing this. It was an 8-man tornado tag match. Now I realize there's always 2 members of each team. If they had like a lot of people, always go in the back and fight each other out. And that's what Orange Cassidy and Roddy did to the Dogs. So they got pounced out of there. And all that stuff. And Mystico and Knight took care of the White Tees. Knight pinned Yuta. Thank goodness. We knew he was eating the pin. Either going to be him or Clark Connors. So good thing for Connors is that he was fighting Roderick Strong or Orange Cassidy. Why the fuck he was popping in the face? They was going away. But good thing he had to eat that pin. So bye-bye for you. We'll see you probably on Down. And that was the main event. And that was a fade up. So, can I get a sushi chef opportunity? No, we'll see. I only talk about a couple things in TNA. Slated for Eric Young for his X Division title. And it was very smart on Leon Slater to have a Decepticon take his entrance so Eric Young can attack him and then he can attack him from behind. So good on Slater on that one. Good awareness on that one, kid. That right there boosted up $3.50 for me. It was a good match still because Eric is still good always. So you're good. Slater retains. One is he gonna go for the main title soon, but keep that belt as long as you can. AJ, Francis, and Kazarian defeated Elias and the hometown man. The hometown did not pay out for him, but it's whatever. Sosa, bang, bang. Sosa, bang, bang. He is officially signed to TNA. Shout out to Rich Bitches La Sosa. Shout out to Keith, man. He's an international renowned talent. International. Just because of interest. I don't know the interest. Like, so. I heard y'all speak. I was like, bro, you're not from the UK, you're from Brussels. They got brothers in Brussels? Nice. Oh, that's good. Good for him, bro. Good for him. For some real shit. Good. We all come from all different places. Good for them. So good luck and try to maybe you can have you and Leon Slave have a black international exchange of weapons and stuff. All right, so and the main event, that's the only thing I want to talk about. Well, two other things to talk about. Day Luna, she had her last match in TNA. After her match this Saturday this Friday on Sacrifice, she asked for her walking papers and got them requested and accepted. Oh, I was just getting into her. Oh, I like the bring me in with the chain. I was like, whoa, you cakey, bitch. Hold up. You cakey. Well, good luck with what you got. She ain't want a job out. Cause I know she lost to Ariana Grace. She retained the title against them two. Her and Lee Lee. So I mean, I can't always blame her because you wanted the title. They're not gonna give you the title. They're working with the WWE still. So she wanted to do her own thing. So hey. We'll see you around the pond or somewhere like that. Maybe AEW might holler at you. We'll see. Well, that's a lot to do. And the other thing that was big on this show was the definition of white privilege. Karma was a thing, cause Mike Santana was defending his title against Stephen Macklin, who was fired in the Feast of Fire. If you're fired in the briefcase, if you get the briefcase that you're fired, you're fired. You can't come back. You are gone, and you can never come back ever for at least 6 months until we talk again. Those are the rules. Those have always been the rules. But no. Why did the man Steve Macklin had a title shot before the dude that won the feast things, which was in the briefcase, was a title shot for the world title? How did the guy that does not have the title that has the title shot did not get his title shot before the guy that got fired? What kind of logic is that, Chief? Where did they do that at? White. That's very convenient for your ass. Very convenient. But the white privilege came in this motherfucker because the damn early on the match, they was doing their thing, going back and forth, and the Santana knocked his ass loopy, and he was he was asleep. And the ref called an accident. Oh, we can't have that, Doug. He sleep, coach. We can't have that. He was knocked out. Knocked the hell out. So good. And they called a match, and then Eddie Edwards tried to come in. I don't think he cashed in, but he kind of could have, but thank goodness he didn't for his sake. And Santana beat him up, and like Santana was good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't feel like talking to WWE right now. Well, we'll give you a few minutes of time, because at least the Bills been kind of weird, but at least Punk and Roman are finally throwing hands or something for once. Goodness gracious. Thanks to the Usos. Thank you, Jey Uso, for telling Roman to get him! Get him, Uso! And he got him all right, and he powerbombed through that freaking table. Goddamn. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Yeet. So, yeet on you, Jay. And, excuse me, we do have new tag champs. Logan Paul and Austin Theory? With the help of Speed? What is happening? Bruh, really? Really? Speed? Really, Speed? I thought you was one of the good ones. I ain't mean to say it like that in that way. But really? Really? I know it was by accident. You thought someone else was behind you, but it was LA Knight behind you. Your instincts kicked in, and he was pulled over by Logan Paul. Shout out to Logan Paul's mom for having her son's bag. At least she handed in the brass knuckles. I don't like it was cool. But regardless, really, Speed? Really? Really, bro? At least Austin Theory got another tag title on his resume. He got two interesting partners, Grayson Waller and Logan Paul. Let's hope this one doesn't end in him being in catering. Good thing you're part of the vision, sir. But even still, yeah, it was a street fight. Yeah, Elliot was there, and yeah, it was a lot. But regardless, this is what I don't like. Penta versus Kofi. I like the match. That's kind of a dream match. I always want to see these two go at it. But Penta kicks out the Trouble in Paradise. I'm like, oh, what? Are you kidding me? You can kick out anything. You can kick out of SOS. You can kick out the boom drop. You can kick out of the flying crossbody. Hell, if he does the wiggle wee and freaking dies on Penta and throws him back in and calls him and kicks out of two, I'd be cool with that. But you have him kick out the Trouble in Paradise, the same move that he's won the WWE Championship, the freaking IC US Tag titles. I was floored. I was just like, what? I was like, bro. He's no one can move up. I was like, I said GG's, Kof. I said GG's after that. And I love Penn. That's my guy too. But I was like, GG's. Fucking GG's. Fucking bullshit. But it was I was floored. I was flabbergasted. That shit just irritated my soul when I seen that. I was, bruh. Like, bruh, really? Bruh. Like, bruh. Man, anyway, Pets will win. And they did it a lazy way with this one. So they got a ladder match, but they did all the matches on main event. And I think the winners are Javon Evans, Rusev, Dragon Lee, and JD McDonough. The fuck? Why couldn't they show this shit on Raw? See? Less is more my ass. Fucking hell, man. At least we gotta know where Gunther's at. Paul Heyman, he had Brock and Oba. They didn't really touch. But Oba threw the hell out of security gear. He went over the river. He went back to Jersey. He threw his ass to Jersey from New York City. Good grief. I didn't think that was possible. He flew from the Garden to the Izod Center or the Prudential Center, whatever they call it there. He threw his ass in the Garden to MetLife Stadium. Goodness gracious, boy. Goodness grief. But they ain't lock horns. He just walked around the ring with the little stomping. I was like, hey. I think they threw hands. I don't even remember. They may have thrown hands. I don't think. But whatever. Paul came out later, so I was not finished. I was really interrupted by Hoban and them. And Seth comes out, and he comes out and attacks Heyman with the chair. Bang. And he's ready to stomp Heyman again. I said, uh-oh. And then out of nowhere, Gunther comes out and chokes out Seth Rollins on some baby boy shit. Talking about some, come here. And Seth tried to scurry away. Be like, no, I gotta sleep, no. And then he goes to sleep on the table, like, that's right, go to sleep, boy. That's right, go to sleep. Go to sleep, brother. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. And he goes to sleep. As I was saying, at the rest of the mania. So we got Seth versus Gunther. I'm in. There you go. keep saying in the dirt sheets every time I scroll on Twitter that Gunther has no match. I'm like, why the fuck he don't got no match? He's one of the guys you've been trying to career kill. Should say this shit for AJ Styles. Just saying, but whatever. I guess AJ really want to get out of there. AJ want to get the fuck out of there. That's why he want to get out of there. I'm not gonna treat like they did say the shit. I ain't even start here. And they treated shit like this. Shit. But Seth and Gunther, that's a nice consolation prize. We're good with that. This is a new match. They ain't even touched locked horns yet. This is a new match, so I ain't gonna object to it. But real last minute booking. And hell no, I could not see Gunther in the Vision. That would be I don't see him as the type to join Paul Heyman's Vision. He's in the type to have his own thing. Like I said earlier with Ludwig and Vinci. Like, where the fuck are them niggas? Them niggas are MIA or DND or whatever. Women's tag. Damn it, Bella Twins and fucking Charlotte. You ruined the damn moment for Lyra and Bailey. But at least you let the tag champs keep the titles. And we're going to have a big old four-way match for the tag title team. Jack Slash, Charlexa, Bailey and Lyra, and the Bella Twins. Yay. Like, yay. Good thing there's no ladders involved. We do not need nobody falling and going up in the ladders. We don't need that crap. So, have fun. Go balls to the wall. Liv called Stephanie's mom's Basura, and that while Stephanie come out, delicious. And then out of nowhere, Roxanne Perez is back and she helps Liv attack fucking Stephanie. Even more delicious. Yay. All right. I guess she's part of Judgment Day. She didn't. No one addressed that shit with Finn. I guess Dom's going to deal with that. Maybe they might have Rox think Finn's going to join Finn and then turn on the side, but they already did that too late. So I wouldn't care about being right about this, but cool. Yeah, that's about it. And then SmackDown. Who is the one Orton's talking to on the phone? I guess it's gonna be Ted DiBiase Jr. That's my guess. What's SmackDown? Did I write SmackDown? I didn't. Did I? Did I? Oh, General had a fucking match on SmackDown before Where's fucking Kids. Where is he at? What the? Not being allegations, bro. When Mr. Perfect came, I did my fucking research. Anybody that's not named Daniel Puder, who had his debut at the Royal Rumble, was able to be wrestled on SmackDown or Raw the next week after. They were able to. Even at the longest, maybe the end of the month of February or beginning of February, at the latest, Valentine's Day. At the latest, Abraham Lincoln's birthday. This brother Haas has been on this roster. He made his debut at the Rumble the 31st of January. We're on Good Friday, April 3rd, and he has not had a WWE appearance since that moment on WWE television. Not Raw, not SmackDown, not NXT, not Evolve, not LFG, not even Speed. None of that shit. This is not what is happening. What the fuck is going on? This is unprecedented. Mr. Perfect came back in 2002 and had a match with Stone Cold Steve Austin just about a month after he made his return to wrestling the WWF. How the hell is that damn Mr. Perfect have a match with the biggest star in the business Stone Cold Steve Austin, and a month after he made his return to wrestling, and that damn Royce Keys came to get a stop on the main event of SmackDown. What? What? I said what? What are the hell are they doing over there? What is happening? Well, shit. I'm saying this as a real house fan. What are they? What is going on? What happened? Did he fight somebody at the WWE big performance center and he got kicked out and they not telling us? Did he get escorted out from being too raunchy at the Seth McMahon podcast? Did he fight Triple H? Did he try to fight Nick Khan? Where is he at? Where is this shit? Where is this man? Anybody, and I can pick it. Even the jobber of all jobbers, the low card of the lowest cards, except the only thing that can be set are celebrities that made their freaking appearance in the room, like Drew Carey or Speed or retired OGs like Booker T or Kevin Nash. We're not even counting those guys. They even had not even counting them. The lowest of low cards. Hornswoggle was in the fucking room when he got at a wrestling match the next week or so. How is this possible, Chief? What the is happening, bro? Real shit. I'm saying as a real genuine fan, where is Hobbs? Where is Royce Keys? Why can't we get no vignettes? Why can't we get any type of something? And they took away the podcast because they're like, all right, we don't advertise the podcast. We haven't seen that nigga on TV ever since. What is happening? Like, on some real shit, what is happening? Are they trying to figure out some age shit? Because I keep seeing that a lot. But if you just ask a nigga how old he is, or his fucking birth certificate, or ask his peoples, goddamn. Like, what is going on, goddamn? Oh, my God. It's weird, because you signed this man. I'm thinking, all right, he got the call. He's going up the WWE. I'm with it. We was with it here. He was like, yeah, that's what's up. Copyright issues? Fucking. That's probably gotta be something with what's the fucking name? Yeah, copyright, or maybe they got some dispute on that. That's the only thing I could think of that could keep him away from television this long. They got some copyright issues or trademarking. That's what it's called. Trademark issues. That's the only thing I can think of that can keep him away from television. Because there's no fucking way that we're in fucking April. I mean, not seeing this brother on any type of television. The only type of thing that we've seen is on Main Event. Are you fucking kidding me? That's it? Oh, we got used to speak. No, you ain't do that for Javon. You ain't do that for Trick. You ain't do that for anybody else. Let this brother go out there and freaking do something. Hell, he can fucking last open challenge. Oh, never mind. He can't open that challenge no more. Because Sami Zayn is not a U.S. champion again. Well, damn. And Trick, what the fuck? You did HBO help a brother out? Oh, my God. Well, at least Trick's got a title shot against Melo for the U.S. title, but, I mean, didn't stay for the U.S. title. Please beat his ass, Trick. Please. Please defeat him. If not, oh fucking boy. But anyway, I make it a 3-way at least. Shit, but I doubt that's gonna happen. He's gonna try to get a title match the next Friday and lose that, and then you're not going to WrestleMania, kid. And I think that's it for WrestleMania. Shit. Oh, yeah, Randy Orton, is in spasm mode. Cody waking up a Viper for no damn reason. And you got slapped in the face by Seth McMahon for that reason, too. He said, you are not like your father. And why she slapped me after he said that? That was a brand new statement. Like, Seth, do you want to be like your father? Because your father's done some shitty things. I'm not going to say... Nah, I'm not gonna say treatment and stuff, but I mean, if you shitting on people allegedly, I mean, Yeah, that's kind of next level right there. That's some next level shit right there. So, but enough of damn wrestling. We are going to the next topic, which is basketball. The only other topic we'll talk is basketball. Because the WNBA is back, baby. They are back. They've negotiated a deal. They are going to freaking new era. And they got their housing recommendations, and they had an expansion draft because you got Toronto Temple and the Chicago Fire, Portland Fire. I'm gonna say that. So the Portland Fire, and they had expansion draft. So they for the Portland Fire, this is their team. It's going to be Carly, Bridget Carlson, who was on the Lynx, Carla Lette, who was on the Golden State Valkyries, Luisa Geisel Solder, who was on the Dallas Wings, Angster, who was on the Mystics, Maya Carver from the Dream, Chloe Bibby from the Indiana Fever, Haley Jones from the Dallas Wings, Niadu Pouch from the Atlanta Dream, Sug from the Mystics. Damn, we lost Sug too. Nika Moore from the Seattle Storm, who still got knee issues. God damn, I see you gotta get another surgery, girl. Good game. And for the Toronto, and that's the team for the Portland Five. For Toronto Temple is Julie Alleman from the Sparks, Naira Sably from the Liberty, get some PT, Marina Mabry for the Connecticut Sun. Damn, that's a big one. Aaliyah Nye from the Vegas Aces, Lexi Held from the Phoenix Mercury, okay, Maria Conde from the Golden State Valkyries, Maria Klindukova from the Minnesota Lynx, Aja Kane from the New York Liberty, Nicolina Milic from the Connecticut Sun, Katija Laxa from the Phoenix Mercury, and Christy Wallace from the Indiana Fever. Okay, cool. All right, so we got some new teams. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay, we got some new teams, and I might be low key Tempo because you got Nye, Sably, and maybe. We always like maybe. Fire. Well, and they make some moves to get themselves right. But both teams are pretty solid to start out. And this expansion helps more of WNBA teams. So they can add more space to the rosters. So good expansion. I think they come back in 2026, I think. So at least it's in time for the season. Chicago Sky, they were the only team that did not get any players acquired from their team because they completed a pre-draft trade that they exchanged for picks. 17 to Portland and 26 to Toronto. So they don't get none of their players snatched away. Getting betrayed away. But the draft is coming soon. And let's see what's going on in the college ranks before we go to the pros. All right, for the college, Final Four is set. One of my Final Fours is lit. For the damn it, I hate that when that happens. All right, men's side. Let's go to men's side. Michigan, my last resort. Yeah, because everybody else is my other two. Well, the other two, I had Houston and Duke, and they're both eliminated. Thanks to Mr. Mullins here hit a game winner on the Dukies down there at the buzzer. But the Final Four is set. We have Michigan, Arizona, UConn, and Illinois. So the one I had Michigan. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so there's one I had two teams in the Final Four. One I had UConn and Michigan. And then, yeah, I think that was, yeah. Well, I had Michigan, one I had UConn, and one I just had Michigan. And the other team I had beat Duke. Was Duke. Oh, just two I had. I had two. Two of them I had two of the right ones. So one I had Arizona, Michigan. I had the up one semifinal, and the other one, another bracket. I just had UConn and Michigan. I didn't pick Arizona. I wanted to switch it up. So yeah. For the Final Four, I got Michigan and UConn the final championships, and we'll see how that goes for tomorrow. And I got Michigan winning one. I got UConn winning up. I'm going with Michigan, but if UConn wins, I ain't gonna be objected to that either. For the ladies' side, oh boy, both my teams that I picked are still in it. I picked UConn and UCLA in my two brackets. All the number one seeds made it to the final dance. Hannah and Notre Dame, they put up a nice little fight against UConn, but it was too much, too overpowering, and UConn won 70-52. South Carolina blew out TCU 78-52, so we can't get no TCU versus we can't get no Olivia versus Hannah Hidalgo Final Four matchup. My dream is over. It's okay. UCLA defeated Duke 70-58, and Texas just beat the brakes off of Michigan 77-41. Good gravy. Yeah, I turned in for like 1 second. It was 76-36. I said, dang, it was 73-36. I said, God damn, I'm kind of away from that. And I was like, with 4 or 5 minutes left. I said, well, man, never mind. I was going to watch, see what the game was looking like. And I saw the score. I said, never mind. Never the effing mind. So yeah, have fun with that one. Let's go. But yeah, so I guess we're gonna have UCLA and UConn in the final championship game between those two. We're gonna have we got UConn winning in one and UCLA winning another. So whichever way my bracket goes, one of my tournament winners is winning. So hey, Connor. So yeah, we'll go to that one. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, to the pros. Golly, we spanked the shit out the Lakers last night. 139-96. It was ugly in the first, and it was not ugly after that. It was ugly from the get-go. We just straight dominated them boys. You dropped 44 in the first quarter. You got 82 and a half. You slowed down considerably, but hey, we don't care. SJ led the way at 28-7, and we're going to see how the MVP race goes. The Hornets beat the Suns 127-107. Pistons defeat the Timberwolves 113-108. Blazers beat the Pelicans 118-106. Cavs beat the Warriors 118-111. And Spurs beat the Clippers 118-99. And damn, the Spurs about to get 60 wins too. They're 59-18. We're 61-16. So it's very close. Very close. We still got a 2-game lead. Detroit. Okay, so we have. So the East is solidified in terms of 1 through 10. Milwaukee is eliminated officially. And we have the same on the other side too. 1 through 10 is all solidified. God damn. Damn, it's a 10-game difference between the two. Jesus Christ. We've seen the 10th and 11th seed. So all teams are clinched in, but we just gotta figure out positionings. Okay. Portland and LA are flip flop. Portland's ahead. They have 40 wins, 40-38. Clippers are a half game behind. They can flip flop this way. Portland's 2.5 behind Phoenix with 4 games left. Can they do it? Be hard to do, but it's possible. The top 6 in the West are clinched. OKC, San Antonio, LA are the top 3. There's a big action at 2 and 3. Denver, the fight right now. Houston, the 5th. And Minnesota, the 6th. They still don't have ants, so they're going to be there at 6. But yeah, we're good with that. On the other side, I miss when divisions was mattered. I kind of miss those. I think if you're going to have this, you got to have divisions matter a little bit, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Have the winner divisions be the top 3 seeds, and then go from there. And I just heard Jock spent even more with Vegas and Seattle opportunity to get the teams. So Seattle might bring the superstars back. So OKC got to give all that shit back. They gonna have to. Well, at least the Sonic stuff back. So yeah. And then Vegas. And then you have to realign the divisions. You have to realign the freaking divisions. I think division winners gotta matter. So it's gonna be 4 divisions. Unless you wanna because it gotta be 8 divisions now, like football. So 8 divisions, 14s per. That means divisions got mad again. So the winners of divisions get home court advantage 1 through 4. Then the 5 and the 6 can be the 2 highest wild card spots. And then honestly, I will get rid of the playing game, but I honestly would get rid of it and just be the last 4 teams in the conference, which represent 5 through 8. My personal opinion, because the playing game is freaking stupid. But whatever, you want to have this, going to have it. Either way, in the East, top 6. I mean, the top 4 are secure. Detroit basketball run the East. Boston second. Knicks trying to get the 50 wins tonight. The Cavaliers at 48 wins and most likely get 50 at worst. They'll stay with 48, but they'll stay within the top 4. Now, 5 through 10 is where it gets very juicy. We have 6 teams fighting for 2 last spots and the most advantage in the home court. So Atlanta, they have got hot the last couple weeks. Ever since they got out of the ice trade, they have benefited from it tremendously. 44-33. Are the 5th seed. They were the 6th. They were like the 9 or 10th seed just about the last time we was talking. They got hot. They got the win streak, and then they're on another 3-game win streak. Philly, they're 6th seed, 42-34. Toronto's tied with them that same record. Charlotte 41-36, they're the 8th seed. Orlando the 9th seed, 40-36, and Miami 40-37. They fell off and since Band dropped an 83-point game. So a lot has happened since then. A lot has freaking happened. All right, let's go to these games for the night. All right, let's go. Hornets and Pacers, we'll go with the Hornets. Timberwolves and Sixers, we'll go with the Sixers. Because Paul George is back, baby. Playoff P is back. Hawks and Nets, we'll go with the Hawks. Knicks and Bulls, we'll go with the Knicks. Rockets and Jazz, we'll go with Houston. Raptors and Grizzlies, we'll go with the Raptors. Bucks and Celtics, we'll go with the Celtics. Magic and Mavericks, we'll go with the Magic. And Kings and Pelicans, at least the Kings got 20 wins. We'll go with the Kings. So we'll go with them boys. And that is it for the night for basketball. All right. Shoot. All right, my olds, we are playing right now. We're starting Pittsburgh, take on the Pirates. That's their opening debut at their stadium. And they brought up their number 1 prospect, Connor Griffin. He's going to be starting. I think he's a shortstop. Let me see again. I got to look at the lineups. Let me see this again. I even change the lineup in here. Yeah, okay, good. It's keeping track. Okay, we had a couple finals that happened. Dodgers beat the Nationals in DC 13-6. Sheesh. And Tigers pitched a shutout against the Tigers against the Cardinals 4-0. Get on that. Yankees are about to end their game against the Marlins 8-2. They scored 2 just now. They're about to go in the 9th, and it looks like the Yankees going to win unless the Marlins got like miracle home runs in their ballot. All right. Red Sox leading the Padres 5-2, and in the 7th. Also trying to get some more insurance runs. Blue Jays and White Sox are tied at 3 as the tie at 8th, and the Blue Jays trying to get themselves back in the lead. They got a man on first and 1 out, and they're hoping to get some big time bats from Vlad Guerrero Jr. Rangers and Reds just started. My O's and Pirates just started. Cubs and Guardians just started. And the Phillies got the bases loaded in Colorado. They really trying to make some noise in Denver. Like I said, they need to build a dome in that joint. That's what happened. Rays and Twins are in Minnesota, but they have a rain delay right now. So stay dry out there, Minnesotans. Okay. I do not like how the okay, I was right. He is a shortstop. Connor Griffin, he is a shortstop. He's starting. He's batting six. Yeah, no, seven. I'll just look at totals. Oh, Ryan O'Hearn is here too. Marcel? Yep, Marcel. I knew it was Marcel. I was like, man, Marcel? Alright, well, either way. We got Kyle Bradish on the mound for us, and for the Pirates, they got Mitch Keller. I'll go on the names later. All right, so we got the Yankee on in the background. I don't think they're gonna put my game on because we're in fucking Maryland. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, for the Rays and the Blue and the Twins, for the Twins they have Bailey Ober on the mound, and for the and for the Rays they have Joe Boyle. Oh, gonna boil his egg. They're gonna boil his egg. For the Royals and Brewers, the Royals have Luinder Avila. He's 1-1 his career, 13 career games, 1.29 ERA, 14 innings, 60 strikeouts. See if he can get himself in the ledger. As for the Brewers, they have Chad Patrick. He only went 4 innings his first start, but he's got to put the cap into it and get more than 4 innings. Huh. You hear me, Chad? No, that's right. All right, Mariners and Angels in Anaheim. For the home team Angels, Reed Detmers is on the mound. He had 9 strikeouts his last time, but couldn't get out the 5th inning. At least he got his 500 career strikeouts, so good for him. And on the side is Brian Woo. He went 6 strong last time. He couldn't get a decision, but he had 9 strikeouts too. He got 402 for him. So shout out to Woo. I'm going to go with Mariners, Astros, and A's in Sacramento. Jeffrey Springs on the mound. He went 5 innings his first start. At least he got to that. 5 in the third. He needs one more strikeout to get to 500 strikeouts his career. Just need one, my guy. And you're 10 innings away from getting 500 innings too. You're being productive. And on the other side for the Astros is Christian Javier. He got roughed up his first start. He got a high 11 ERA, 4 2/3. Can't even get out the 5th. I'm gonna go to Astros. Braves and Diamondbacks in Arizona. Eduardo Rodriguez. You went 5 strong last time. Shut out innings, but couldn't get the decision. You had 5 strikeouts. You got 1,300 strikeouts. But you need 6 more wins to get the triple digits of hundreds. So let's see if you can do it. Get the first one of the season for yourself. And on the other side for the Braves is Grant Holmes. Went 5, but he got the L last his first start. Harrison. Mr. Conway Twitty. We'll go with the Braves, Mets, and Giants. In San Francisco, Tyler Mahle on the mound. Mahle. He lost his first start. He went 4 innings. He struck out 5, but couldn't get out the 4th. Well, couldn't get past 4. And on the line is Noah McLean. Okay. He went 5 strong. He got 8 strikeouts his first start, but couldn't get the decision. But he couldn't get the L or W. So at least he got that going for him. Oh, really? You from Carolina? All right, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Mets just because of that. From Carolina. That right there. And all right, let's see how the Cardinals. The Tigers put the shutout, scoring 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th to get a 4-0 victory. Framber Valdez, he was really good in this one. He went 6 strong, threw and gave it 3 hits, 5 Ks, and 2 walks. And the last 3 got the job done, and got an inning each, Vest, Finnegan, and Holton, and they got the save. Well, no saves. And the Dodgers just spanked all the Nationals 13-6. He scored 5 in the third. They was down 3-0. DC came out hot. But they had they didn't have a lot of answers when the Dodgers got hot. They scored 5 in the third, 4 in the fifth, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the third, and then 1 extras in 7 and 9. DC scored 2 in the eighth, but it's not enough. And Shohei Ohtani finally gets his first homer of the season. There you go. There you go. Get out of the park. And so did Kyle Tucker. And the Yankees just went 8-2. There you go. And Eric Sheehan got his first win. Or Emmett. Oh, Emmett. Yeah. He only got 1 T this year. Hey, at least you got a lot of run support for Emmett. And Mr. Miles McCall. Oh my God. He had a rough out. He got 4 in the third, 11 hits, 11 earned runs, 4 Ks, and 4 home runs. Good gravy. He had a rough afternoon. So, it could have got worse. But yeah, the Yankees and freaking Marlins just went final 8-2. Yankees win. They're now 6-1. And they're looking like they're trying to win the division. Aaron Judge gets his first home at home. And Ben Rice is his second of the year. Will Warren, he went solid. He went 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned, 6 Ks, no walks. Nice. And then man's Jake Bird got a hold, and that's all she wrote, son. Yeah, it's not good. They're not gonna give me my freaking game because we're in fucking Maryland. So I miss Maston when Mass used to come on here, but I don't know where that is on Hulu. So we had to find a way home to go or radio. But I think that's it for me on this. It's good to get back into it. I'm gonna be more consistent. I want to give a lot of shout outs before I go out. I'm looking at a lot of where I've been getting a lot of attention at, and I want to shout out a lot of countries, man. Shout out U.S. as a home base. Vietnam, goddamn, we got 1,000 downloads and listens. So thank you guys for downloading and listening to this podcast, either to be for 30 minutes or freaking hour. It doesn't matter, or the whole shebang. So shout out to you guys. We wouldn't get this 1,000 without you. But Vietnam, U.S. is a home base. Vietnam, spiked up in Vietnam. India, shout out to Germany, shout out to Brazil, shout out to Colombia, shout out to Argentina, Spain, Ecuador, Bangladesh, Italy, Australia, Côte d'Ivoire, France, Hong Kong, China, Azerbaijan, Bolivia, Chile, Algeria, Indonesia, Iraq, Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Lebanon, Morocco, Mexico, Pakistan, Sweden, Syrian Arab Republic, freaking Tunisia, Ukraine, goddamn Venezuela. Damn it, that's a lot of freaking countries that's been getting a lot of attention. I appreciate all of you guys and all the other nations in the world. We will say survive advance, and Trump don't put us in war, bitch. We're trending worldwide. Don't do it, you old decrepit fart.